What happens when two FBI agent brothers have to accept a mission to avoid getting fired by escorting two socialites to the Hamptons, but soon the two girls get disfigured, and now those two brothers, in order to avoid getting fired, go undercover. Deep undercover, that is. So prepare yourselves, because this is my review of White Chicks. Yo, this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2004 buddy cop action comedy flick White Chicks, released by Columbia for Revolution Studios, directed by Ken Ivory Wayans, and starring his brothers Marlon and Shawn, who were additional contributors to the screenplay, which their brother Ken Ivory co-wrote with Annie McElfresh and Michael Anthony Snowden. The film also stars Jaime King, Frankie Faison, Lochlyn Munro, and John Hurd. In the film, two black FBI agent brothers go undercover as white women by using whiteface to protect two hotel heiresses from a kidnapping plot targeting socialites. The film was released on June 23rd, 2004. And while despite it was dissed hard by critics and also got nominated for 5 Razzies, the film did become a success and became a cult classic. So now, without any further ado, here we go with the story. In New York City, FBI agent brothers Marcus Anthony II and Kevin Copeland inadvertently ruin a drug bust. Their boss, Chief Elliot Gordon, offers them a reprieve if they safely escort sisters Brittany and Tiffany Wilson, the rich, shallow socialite daughters of Wilson Cruise Liner CEO Andrew Wilson, who the police suspect will become the next victims in a string of high profile kidnappings to a weekend long fashion event in the Hamptons. On the drive, the sisters' dog, Baby, leaps out of the car window, causing Kevin to lose control of the car, and the sisters suffer facial cuts. And though minor, refuse to be seen with them. Kevin sends them into hiding and has a makeup expert friend create prosthetic disguises so he and Marcus can replace the sisters. Kevin as Brittany and Marcus as Tiffany meet the sisters' three best friends, Lisa Anderson, Karen Googlestein, and Tori Wilson, and their rivals, Heather and Megan Vandergeld. Unbeknownst to Kevin and Marcus, they are being watched by Gordon, along with colleagues Vincent Gomez and Jake Harper, who are also undercover but posing as hotel staff. At the hotel, pro basketball player Latrell Spencer is attracted to Tiffany, aka Marcus, and Kevin sets his sights on New York One News reporter Denise Porter. At the Vandergelds' annual charity auction, Latrell wins a dinner date at a restaurant with Marcus or Tiffany. White Latrell takes Marcus slash Tiffany. Sorry, I messed up. While Latrell takes Marcus slash Tiffany to a restaurant, Kevin, leaving Denise likes Richmond, pretends to be Latrell, and takes Latrell's car to drive Denise to Latrell's house. There he hears about a criminal named Ted Burton, turning the tables on Heather and Megan's father, Warren. With Kevin becoming romantically involved with Denise and Marcus slash Tiffany unsuccessfully trying to reject Latrell, their combined antics put them under Gomez and Harper's suspicion. At a nightclub, after winning a dance-off against the Vandergelts, Kevin and Marcus learn from a drunken Karen that Warren is penniless and has been taking loans from her father. The brothers conclude that Warren is the mastermind behind the kidnappings. The next day, the real Brittany and Tiffany arrive at the hotel and discover that they are being impersonated. They arrive in the Hamptons intent on exposing their clones, as they say they are, as does Marcus' wife, Gina, believing he is cheating on her. Realizing the Wilsons are being impersonated by men, Gomez and Harper aim to expose them by accidentally strip down the real Brittany and Tiffany in front of Chief Gorham. After Gomez and Harper are suspended, a furious Gorham fires Kevin and Marcus, having lost both his job and possibly his wife. Marcus scolds Kevin for always dragging him into trouble. Later, Kevin and Marcus discover that Warren had embezzled money through his charity. Marcus convinces Kevin to not tell Gorin and to instead redeem themselves with Gomez and Harper's help. Again, posing as the Wilsons, they are chosen for the final fashion show. The Vandergels are furious that the Wilsons have replaced them on the catwalk, but the real Brittany and Tiffany also perform in the event. During the show, the Vanderbilt sisters try to sabotage their rivals, but end up being humiliated by Karen, Lisa, and Tori. Now for the last of this final act and the ending, so you better stop this video at once. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below as I start counting down now. If you've seen this movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. The real Brittany and Tiffany appear and expose Kevin and Marcus, causing mass confusion. Warren begins the kidnapping, but incorrectly captures Marcus slash Tiffany and Kevin slash Brittany. This begins a fight between the brothers and Heath and Russ, accomplices in the kidnappings. Warren soon captures the real sisters and explains his financial troubles to his wife and daughters, unaware that his confession is being filmed. In the ensuing scuffles, Kevin is nearly shot trying to protect Denise. Luttrell is shot trying to protect Marcus, slash Tiffany, and Kevin shoots Warren in the shoulder. Marcus and Kevin capture Warren while Gomez and Harper apprehend Heath and Russ. Afterward, their true identities are revealed. Luttrell is dismayed that Marcus is not white, seemingly not bothered that he is a man. Warren, Heath, and Russ are arrested, while Gordon reinstates the brothers Gomez and Harper. Marcus reconciles with Gina, Kevin and Denise begin a relationship, and Luttrell wins over the real Brittany and Tiffany. Tori, Lisa, and Karen admit they liked Brittany and Tiffany a lot more when Marcus and Kevin were them, and the five agree to remain friends and go shopping together. End of story. So what did I think of White Chicks? Now, it's been a long time. Been a long time since I last saw this film. I just recently watched it for the first time in a long time last month. And I gotta say, it's absolutely crazy and nutsoid. I mean, this was just released 4 years after Martin Lawrence had done the same type of thing of doing something like this in Big Mama's house. Although this wasn't quite as big as this one, but that film, but still it did pretty decent enough. It went on to make 113 million worldwide on its 37 million dollar budget, and has since come to be regarded as a cult classic. Whew. But the reviews were absolutely terrible. It's said to have a mere 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, where they say it scattershot comedy that's silly and obvious. Metacritic has a score of 41, which is mixed, and audiences polled by CinemaScore gave this a B plus. I really don't want to get into too much of negativity and what have you, but here's a good review. David Rooney of Variety gave this a decent review and stated that the film scores more hits than misses. Same thing with Mike Clark, from USA Today. It says, as with every other genre, there's a right way and a wrong way to handle dude lawman comedies. Chicks does it right a lot of the time. Definitely, I have to give that credit and what have you. Yep. But anywho, I will admit that this film is absolutely crazy. Now, of course, given this was directed by Keanu Ivory Wayans, even after they had recently done Scary Movie 1 and 2. And well, since Scary Movie 3 was released the previous year, but under a different director and what have you. But I must say, this film's absolutely very, very crazy. Still, I will give it credit for its crazy humor and its zany craziness. I would recommend you check this out if you like something like Big Mama's House in one of you, or any other or something with a little buddy cop comedy feel to it. Then this be right up your alley. Sure, it does have some issues, but even so, it proved to be crazy and what have you. It got nominated for 5 Razzies, including Worst Picture, but lost to Catwoman. It also got nominated. The Wayans also got nominated for Worst Actress in Drag, as well as Worst Director, Worst Screenplay, and Worst Screen Couple, but lost all those films to films like Catwoman and Fahrenheit 9/11. Anyway, it also got nominated for let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It also got nominated for 5 Stinkers Bad Movie Awards, winning only one award, and that was Most Painfully Unfunny Comedy. It lost all others, including Worst Picture, Worst Director, Worst On-Screen Couple for the Wayans, and Least Special Effects. Now, apparently, one of the fun scenes I liked is when the brothers in their disguise as the sisters are riding with the 3 girls and they're listening to some tunage and they put on the song "1,000 Miles" by Vanessa Carlton, and that song became heavily associated with Terry Crews for his performance of it in the film later on. Oh my gosh, this was absolutely bonkers. It has a very good soundtrack and what have you. You get to hear all sorts of songs. Still, it just has lots of them. It's too many to mention, but I gotta say, it's really something. I especially really like the scene where, well, where Kevin and Marcus as Brittany and Tiffany really do them show off what they've got. Those mean girls by doing stuff to numerous songs, especially Run DMC's "It's Tricky." Absolutely zany and what have you. In 2009, 5 years later after this film's release, a sequel to the film was announced by Sony, though they later canceled it. A sequel was confirmed to be in the works in March of 2018, and in June of 2019, Terry Crews confirmed a sequel on the program Watch What Happens Live. Marlon Wayans confirmed that this information was not meant to leak and that the deal had not yet been confirmed. However, just a couple of months ago, in February of this year, Wayans, however, confirmed that a sequel to White Chicks will happen if the new Scary Movie, or as we would say, Scary Movie 6, is successful. So we'll see what happens. So if Scary Movie or Scary Movie 6 does well, I wish them the best of luck in doing a long overdue sequel to this. The score for this was done by Tay Castellucci, which was really good. But for the cast, Shawn and Marlon Wayans, after doing Scary Movie and Scary Movie 2, they absolutely really steal the show as Kevin and Marcus, and as Brittany and Tiffany in the disguises. They are absolutely really crazy characters, and they are absolutely bonkers. Now, and Warren is played by the late great John Hurd, who I'm sure you know that name from the original Home Alone and its sequel, and lots of other films and what have you. May rest in peace. Busy Phillips played Karen Gugelstein. She was pretty good. Let's see. Playing Tori Wilson was Jessica Caulfield. Well, I seem to remember that name. She had recently appeared in the Legally Blonde films as well as Urban Legends, Final Cut, and Valentine. Playing Lisa Anderson is Jennifer Carpenter. who later went on to do The Exorcism of Emily Rose, as well as appear on Dexter and its recent miniseries, Dexter New Blood. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. Playing Chief Elliot Gordon is Frankie Faison, who, of course, was already well known for, well, appearing in the Hannibal Lecter franchise as Barney Matthews, and also as Irvin Burrell on HBO's The Wire. And also, he was on the Cinemax series Banshee. Playing Agent Harper is Lochlyn Munro, who recently collabed with the Wayans in Scary Movie. And of course, he also did Freddy vs. Jason a year prior. Ava Liz played Agent Gomez. Not too bad. Now, as for the real McCoys of Brittany and Tiffany, playing Brittany Wilson is Madeline Ward, who actually made her debut in playing, well, Jessica on The Bold and the Beautiful. And then later on, going on to play Rachel McGuire in the 6th and 7th seasons of Boy Meets World. Yeah. While Anne Dudek played Tiffany, and of course, she would go on to appear on Covert Affairs, House, and Big Love. Oh, yeah, and Mad Men. Let's see, we have Jaime King as Heather Vandergeld. Yeah, I remember her from some movies. And Megan Vandergeld, played by Brittany Daniel, who, of course, recently did Joe Dirt a few years before this, which I will be reviewing that this weekend. Of course, I also know her for playing Jessica Wakefield on TV Sweet Valley High, along with her sister Cynthia. So anyway, White Chicks, well, you be the judge on this. If you like Big Mama's House or any other types of fun-filled, crazy buddy cop action comedy flicks, and this film would be right up your alley. I'd say I would recommend you give this a one-time watch, just for the fun of it. But if you're a die-hard fan of the Wayans brothers, if you like their show, or maybe the first two scary movies, then I think you'll enjoy White Chicks. It's pretty darn funny. So yeah, give it a one-time watch. So what did you think of White Chicks? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the horror classic The Howling. So if you like this, check out my reviews for these other films. In the upper left-hand corner, check out my review of Big Mama's House from 2000. Or go to the upper right hand corner and see my recent review of its sequel from 2006 in Big Mama's House 2. Or if you would like maybe some more Wayans, check out my review of Scary Movie 2 from 2001, the bottom left hand corner. I'm still thinking of where I should, revisit or re-review. I haven't really checked my points for this. I might revisit Scary Movie there later on for the new film, which I doubt we'll see. The bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.